Hey guys.
Hey.
Guess who it is?
It's just the two of us. We will do it when we try, I guess. I don't know the lyrics to that song.
What song are you trying to reference?
Just the two of us.
Oh.
We'll make it if we try.
Oh.
Yeah. You fucking moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that, there would be another Fake Gamers Lounge episode between us
I love how
two.
every single one is starting with like, oh, it's just the two
No,
of
it's
us.
just the two of us.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. So, well, shocker. Are you guys surprised yet?
And then when we finally get multiple people, it's the thumbnail in the video is gonna be, there's finally someone here.
There's finally someone else. Yeah. So, it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks. It's
Felt
been
pretty
a
long.
normal amount of time, but it's whatever.
Indeed.
Well, what have you been up to?
Let me pull up my list real quick.
Okay.
Well, okay, so I think the biggest thing is I went to a pop culture convention last week. I had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple stories.
Yeah.
I know I met someone who was very impactful in my childhood and act, and I was very excited about that.
Yeah.
Very nervous. So it was something that me and my dad bonded over, and he went with me.
Mm-hmm. We
were only going because of him, and it was a good time. But my first story, this one's gonna be. So when we first walked in, we want to look at the comic books, so that's my hobby. I go to the first vendor I see, and I'm looking. I look straight, and I'm looking at all the vendor, and on straight ahead, and there's a giant rack, and there was all on the top of the rack was all Venom stuff. And I was looking. I turn to my right, and there's a smaller rack of stuff, and all of the comics the covers were topless women.
Oh.
This is mostly of Princess Peach.
Oh.
It was basically actually published Rule 34.
Official Rule 34?
Well, it was I've talked about before, there's for comics nowadays, one comic can have 50 different covers, and I guess a lot of them want Princess Peach on their cover and topless, because obviously Nintendo's not going to do that.
Yeah.
So,
No.
of course it wasn't Nintendo, Mario comics or whatever.
Yeah.
But I immediately got tensed up because I was like, I hope my dad does not because I don't want him saying something, because it's your dad, right? You don't want.
Yeah.
I will say though that they had to, of course, with those covers they had to censor. They put sticky notes to censor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of them were just so fucking bizarre, and I was like, do these guys really have an entire rack of this stuff? You also needed an ID to buy them, apparently.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I'm like, Dad, please don't come over here and look. Please don't notice it, because I know.
Please don't notice racks on the racks.
Yeah. I was just but yeah, it was what a way to start your convention.
Yeah. That's the first thing you see.
Yeah. There was a Scooby-Doo one. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Of who?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby himself.
No, Scooby was on the cover. Scooby himself was on the cover. He was getting killed though. Okay. From a chest burster, if you know Alien, the xenomorphs, and they burst out of your chest.
From that movie.
Yeah, that movie. Yeah.
Oh, from that guy's chest or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was that, but they drew... There wasn't any, there was no like nudity or anything, but it was like Velma and Daphne were like really like like they drew them really like stacked.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was like that like absurd like
that
like,
enormous size.
Yeah.
I hate
that like
that
doesn't
shit. That shit is just such a turn off. Honestly.
Like, are you like? Did you like blow balloons or something?
Yeah.
Like
I don't get how people jerk off to that. Like that. I'm not trying to be like, oh, that's just so unrealistic. It's like, no, like, I'm not trying to jerk off to like fucking whoppers. You know, like, yeah, the fucking, you know those like fist things that like have you ever seen those commercials where it's just like these kids like put those big punching gloves on?
Yeah.
Like the bopping things or whatever those were called.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember those, but like it's just like what kids used to like punch each other with, and they're like these big round things. That's what I think of when I see like big drawn like breasts in porn. It's like, no, I'm not attracted to that.
Where or how big are we talking here? Like
I'm talking like they look like actual fucking planets.
like the point where it's like you like I feel like I'm looking at like more of a boob monster than a person.
Yeah.
Like that kind of I see what yeah.
Like anything that looks like fake.
Yeah. Like too fake.
Too fake,
yeah.
Too ambiguous.
Yeah. So, yeah. Another thing was like someone I follow on TikTok that I'm kind of have a crush on was there, and I was like, yeah, I learned my mistake from the I talked about in the nerd vibe. I'm not trying.
Yeah.
But but unlike one last time, she had her own booth. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm going up there. I'm not going up there. You kidding me? But I did walk by her a couple of times, and I was like, yeah. Like, yep. She is.
You exist. Thanks.
Also, a weird thing was like, people were really wanting to sell you stuff. Like, and I understand small businesses. I support small businesses, but sometimes they're they were just really pushing it. They would like literally stop you, like walking and be like, "Excuse me, but are you interested in buying these custom pajama pants?" I'm like, and I'm not trying to be rude, so I was just like, yeah, I might come back. I'll think about it. You know, I'll think about it.
That reminds me of in high school where like you know, hopefully you'll know who I'm talking about. He was a rapper, and his name began with a D. Two letter name. He was black.
He was
black.
Okay.
Super popular. You've talked about him before on the channel.
Oh, have I?
Yeah, in his posts. I forgot who it was about that he was talking about. I think George Floyd or whatever.
It's not Bill, right?
No, it's not Bill. His name begins with a D. And
did I talk about that he was a huge nerd too, or?
I don't think so. Do you want me to pause the recording and tell you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You're
speechless right now.
No, I'm trying to figure out because I'm.
All right, I'll tell you. Yeah. So, he's not involved with the story.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he had a brother or a cousin that went to the high school with us. And I just was walking through the hallways, and he was just in like one of the staircases, like just anytime a person walked by, he was just like, buy my mixtape, buy my mixtape, buy my mixtape. And then I walked past him, and he was like, buy my mixtape, buy my mixtape. Just like, are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
serious?
Because I know a guy with that name who's white. So I'm trying to.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
So that's what I'm trying to figure out here. I'm trying to think deeper about this. But
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It is. I could not do that. Like, you just like buy my mixtape. It's like, where?
I know, and then like another time, walking by and this guy's like, "Excuse me, would you be interested in buying my?" And he does like this whole infomercial thing in front of me and my dad, and I'm just like, and he's like, here's like my book. It's very highly rated on Amazon. It's a horror novel. And I'm just like, and I was being nice, and I was like listening. And I was like, I love the cover. The cover looks pretty cool. And I wasn't lying about that. I thought it looked... But what really caught me off guard was because it reminded me of the crow, like the cover, and like the drawing that was on. And I said that, and he just like, okay. Like...
okay.
Like... it's like, yeah, It's like, I've been to conventions before, but I don't know why everyone was pushing for you to buy something.
Yeah.
It was weird.
That does seem weird. I mean, I don't know about conventions. I've never been to one.
Yet.
Yeah.
Wait, have you actually decided if you're going? I was supposed to text you, but I forgot.
Is there like usually a cutoff?
What do you mean?
Like, is there like a cutoff date that you can buy the tickets?
I think
because I want to be able to decide like near the time it happens. Because I want to be sure I want to go. I don't want to buy them now and be like, when it happens, like, oh, I don't want to go.
Okay. From what I remember, I don't think so. But I think there is a cutoff date for you to get a physical ticket. That's what I think.
Okay.
Which, I mean, a lot of them are just now digital now. So it's like when I went to this convention, it was all QR codes.
Yeah.
Like as soon as we got there, they had security check.
Similar to like Cinemark or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can just have it on your phone and the scanner or whatever. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna get mine soon, and yeah, that's fine. You can, because I just didn't know if I was like if I had to buy yours too. That's what I was.
More than likely not. I'd probably prefer buying mine anyways on my own.
Yeah. I just before like you do, I would have to let him know if it's okay first that you come.
Yeah, you should probably ask that anyways, even if I don't plan on going. Just being like, hey,
I'll text him right now.
Can this guy go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna get mine like soon.
Yeah.
So I can. I'll text. Maybe we'll get a live text back.
Yeah. I am mostly deciding going, but like the chance that like when it comes up, something comes up and I don't feel like it at all. Like I just want to be sure about it. And like another reason why is like I've only gone like into horror movies like in like 2019
with me.
Yeah. So like it's not like I have like a big urgency to go. It's just I would go for the vibes, I guess.
Oh, they're it's probably my favorite convention because it's like I love Comic-Con too, but like I don't know, Horror Fest just hits the horror convention, Horror Fest it's called, just hits different, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like it's just like everywhere I go, it's like something I love. Every vendor has something I love, and to get soon. But I was wondering if my friend Matt, he's been leaving me on red lately. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, bro.
Getting left right on by AJ.
Yeah, crazy.
Bizarre.
I was wondering if my friend Matt could go. He seems very interested. And we can make a good road trip out of it.
Yeah, we can go to like a fucking national forest or whatever afterwards.
And it could be a good road trip. That's what he told me last year when I was like, for like you couldn't go last year for everyone. Like he was gonna go last year, but like you didn't get your ticket yet, and then you were like, oh, I have to get. I'm starting my job, and I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled out.
I would have. My job was not gonna get in the way because it was on the weekend, right? So like, I told you though, but like, yeah, it was the I had a surgery on the day of.
It could be a good...
Actually, no. I had tooth surgery. Like I fucking I think wisdom teeth surgery on Friday. That Friday, and then it was on the weekend, and I knew that I was just going to be out for the entire weekend.
Yeah.
Due to it, so I was just like, yeah, I'm telling you straight up, I'm not gonna be up for it at all.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll have a session the day before. If we do, then I would be like, if you do go, then we'll like, if we have a session like the night before, we'll like do a big like plan out, just being like, what the hell we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And then that day, I don't know. I think it would be cool if we went to his house after. I don't know what it's gonna look like. It would be fun to go to his house, like, you know, maybe play, because it like ends at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like we can still we're in our early 20s. We can still like party or something.
Yeah. Get drunk or whatever.
Get drunk. I'm not gonna.
I'm not either.
I'm scared with him when it comes to drinking, because like I told with the Halloween, he was like, I probably talked. I think I talked about it on the podcast, right?
Maybe.
He was this guy we were going with. He wanted to invite me to his Halloween party, and I worked really hard on my costume, and I didn't want it. But he was like, and I was very interesting. I'm like, you know, it'll be fun. And it's like, as long as you bring me and pick me up, bring me home, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And he was like. And then he texted me and he was like, man, I'm gonna get so fucked up. I'm like, what? What? And he's like, you probably remember this because I told you this on our off camera. He's like, I can bring you home in the morning. You would have to just sleep over. I'm like, are you really getting that fucked up?
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no. Yeah, and he said he was gonna smoke, drink. And I was like, you know, I worked way too hard on my costume. The last thing I need is for my costume like smell like weed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, no. I was like, I had to think of an excuse to back out.
Yeah, like, if I knew him, I would have been like, maybe. But like, I think I've only spoke to him like once through school. Once or twice through the entire like middle school and high school days. So I was just like, no. And also he was gonna have his other friends there, people I don't know about at all.
The Halloween party?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I did wanted. Yeah. I mean, like with this convention, it's just gonna be his girlfriend and his friend.
Yeah, it's not like I was talking about his Halloween party, like and the fact that he was gonna be drinking and fucking smoking. It's like, I don't know him that well, so like I don't
like. I just think it would be like cool if we like when we're done, we go back to his house and we like get a pizza and just hang out and vibe.
Yeah. Of course.
If not, then we could probably just have a small session, because we're gonna probably have to do like a nerd vibe or whatever to talk about the trip.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it'd be really nice.
That would be really cool.
Because he also has Cards Against Humanity, and
yeah,
I mean, Cards Against Humanity is fun as fuck.
I heard.
All right. What else do I have? Another thing. Before my work stuff. So I'm talking to my old friend again, and I've talked about this before. So I was getting the impression that her childhood best friend was into me. You probably know this already. I was getting like that vibe.
Yeah.
So once I was able to ask her, and I got an answer I was not expecting. She thought I was talking about someone else, even though I clearly said her name, and I was like, but now that I'm thinking, like, do you like know something? Like That's like, do you know something? It was like a completely different name too. I was
Yeah.
like, that's like when she texts me back, that's what I'm gonna ask. I'm like, you know something? Like, because it was the name that I was talking about with because the name of the girl I was talking about before on this podcast, and I was like, do you know something? Did she are you talking to her about me? Like, what? Yeah. But so she said, and I'm not mad about this at all. Like, I had no idea. She was like, well, it's not. She said, like, you know, it's not you or anything, but she's asexual. She's aromantic, and I was like, oh, okay. I know it, and like, I'd rather her be asexual than her being in a relationship. Honestly,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's. She's like, well, she does care about you a lot. I'm like, what? Really?
Okay.
So it was like, it was a big L, but it was also kind of a W too.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. That's just quick. But then okay, actually the last couple things before work stuff. I pre-ordered Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. It pains me that when I open up like the game on like the PlayStation Store, there's like the 122-day countdown.
Yeah.
I was like, can this game just come out already, please?
Yeah.
Oh man, like there's so many games I gotta like pre-order. Like I gotta get.
Oh yeah, me too. I want to do a No Vibes maybe today because there was
I played the did you
there was a Nintendo Direct this
Oh, I knew you were gonna. I was like, Matt's gonna either want to talk about Nintendo Direct or he's gonna talk about the E3's getting canceled.
We can talk about both.
Yeah. But I played the Liza. I'm kind of excited for Liza P, but I don't like Dark Souls-esque games.
Mm-hmm.
I just call me a pussy all you want, but I don't like the unforgiving bullshit.
Oh,
like,
I don't
like
care
Dark
for it either.
Like the game looks great. Like it looks beautiful and amazing, and like the game runs so good. But it's just I don't like that unforgiving shit of like no health pickups like at all.
Yeah.
Like or if there is, it's rare.
The only reason I would play those games is on video, and that's it. I would not play.
Yes,
games
watch everyone watch like me and you get our ass kicked.
Yeah,
I literally got my ass kicked. It took me like 10 games to be like one like of the bigger enemies, and I was like, I fucking hate the Dark Souls. That's why I thought Fallen Order was really good, but that's why I can't get back into it now because I hate that unforgiving shit. Like the save points like that are like so scarce.
Yeah.
Like it's such bullshit.
Yeah.
But like the demo was really good. Like I haven't finished it because I rage quit. I'm like once I saw the save points, I'm like, all right, I know what kind of game this is, and I'm not interested.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend $60 on a game that like I'm gonna get my ass kicked in and not have probably not have fun with. I'd be struggling like constantly.
For sure.
Yeah. Besides that, Mortal Kombat, and then also the Cyberpunk DLC, the DLC like expansion missions coming out in September. So, the Phantom Liberty that was announced at the Game Awards fucking last year. That's finally coming out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like Spider-Man, I was going back on TikTok and I ran into some wild shit in terms of Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
You've probably seen a couple. You might have. So first of all, I saw a lot of the Miles being tortured memes. Have you seen those?
Miles being tortured memes?
Yes. Where the guards are beating the shit out of him, and it's always something racist, and I don't know why. It's like the memes like get tortured, and they would followed by a racist stereotype, and then they would call the race by like the stupidest name like ever, like calling black people like basketball people.
Basketball people.
Spanish people, hola people.
That's something I would say.
Indians, they refer to them as red dot people. I was like, what the fuck? And then this one was probably all over other platforms too, but everyone thinking Spider-Gwen's transgender.
I saw that, yeah.
I think but people were like, I saw the video of like them explaining it, and then they were like, someone was just like, you just don't want to have like representation or queer people, but it's like, but everyone was literally like, you're making headcanon and trying to make it as a fact.
Yeah.
That's like that's the issue. Like no one could care less. Everyone can care less if she's trans or not. It's just the problem is just you're making a headcanon and trying to push it as an actual fact.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, no way, she's trans. Like, you don't know that.
Yeah.
My favorite one is I saw the image and it's like, look, her suit's literally the colors of the transgender flag. And then someone replied with Miles and they did the Nazi flag.
Oh my god.
And then another one is that Miguel was racist.
Yeah.
I was on that one too. He was racially motivated towards the Afro-Latinos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. Totally was not for the sake of the multiverse, but yeah, it was totally because of the color of his
It was
skin.
definitely racist.
Canon event, bro.
Everyone has their own canon event.
I know, there's a fucking TikTok filter that tells you what your canon event is. When I do TikTok, I don't make videos, but when I do, it's not like cam stuff, so I haven't done that filter, but plus I don't want to know.
Yeah.
My favorite one, I think, with like the canon event meme is someone did this. It's probably gone viral, so you've probably seen it, but it's a stop motion and it's Spider-Man just saves Gwen. And then Miguel just jumps in, grabs her, snaps her neck, and then just runs away. And Peter's just left in like absolute horror, like what just happened. Like he's trying to process.
Oh my god.
Like it's a canon event, bro. You have to go with me on this.
I've seen the memes where it's just like, I've seen Miguel on a plane. And it's just like...
Oh, I know where this is going.
It's a 9/11.
Yep, I know. It's a Canada event.
Yeah. Just like historic events where it's just like, oh, it has to happen.
Alright, now I'll get to the work stuff. So, something weird happened. I think
Yeah.
Tuesday. I was leaving. I was heading out to... This is probably the weirdest thing that's happened at my job.
Yeah.
So far, of course, because all these people are wild. So I'm heading out, leaving.
Yeah.
I'm heading back inside to clock out. There is a Latina in front of me.
Yeah.
And she does the most weird thing I've ever seen happen before.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple people, so I don't know if this was for me or not, but she turned and smiled at me.
Yeah.
Most weird thing ever.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of like a giggle too, and I was like, and I'm just like, are you into me, or like, are you?
Am I Matt now?
Am I Matt? Matt. I'm like, we've like literally talked about this in the last podcast. Like, are you into me or are you making fun of me? Like, I can't tell. And I was like confused, and I wear a face mask, so I'm like, so, and I have I have like the male equivalent of a resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Like, where I kind of always look either like super depressed or I look kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
So I was just like super confused, but yeah. I don't know what that was about.
Mm-hmm.
And she was super hot, so I probably not towards me then, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Another thing, I don't know when this was, but it was so dumb, but I was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I was in line to use the sink to wash my hands. 'Cause I like to, every time I leave my area, I want to wash my hands because it's very dirty in there.
Yeah.
Very dusty.
I would imagine.
So there's a guy, both the urinal, there's only, in my bathroom, there's only one urinal and one stall. So there was one person in the urinal, one person in the stall. So the guy in the stall was peeing, and then he rips ass, like, super loud.
Yeah.
And then the guy who was in front of me washed his hand. He's like, he says something like, with rain comes thunder. I started laughing. I was like, that's like the dumbest but most hilarious thing I ever. With the rain comes the thunder. So so now every time if like I'm like using the bathroom and I like if I'm going number one and I rep, that's what I'm gonna think now. Like, yep, it's raining. There's thunder now.
Oh my god.
All right, I think that's it for me. What's up with you?
You
know it's gonna be good when the journal's popping.
Yeah,
journals.
I will say this is probably like the least interesting 2 weeks that have happened. So like, don't expect much. Like, it doesn't mean that there's not gonna be anything to talk about. I just need to find the day. Alright.
Like I'm saying, y'all, your job needs a reality, like a office-esque show.
A reality show.
Yeah, office-esque show.
Yeah. Okay. Goddamn. Like, that was like 2 weeks ago. So this is June 12th, and I'm like, the thing that I'm reading like is like, wait, that was like 2 weeks ago. That felt like a month ago. That's just very weird. Okay. I don't know where to start. So yeah, Monday, June 12th. So first thing in the morning, I just see Lydia.
Oh.
She's working on like the other side, and she's like working like behind the stuff, but like at that machine that she is working at on that day, there's a thing you can climb on to put like glue in the machine, because like the paper, the bags need glue, obviously. So I think she might have just been like looking to see like if there's glue. So I was just like chilling at my pallet, just like leaning on it, and then basically I just like, when she was like climbing up on her machine, I don't know if she knew where I was. I mean, I'm always in like the same relative place, but like I just see her climb up, and then just like her immediately like turn in my direction for like a split second or two, and then I'm just like, what okay. Okay. So yeah, that happened in the early part of the day. In the middle part of the day, I looked again in her area, Lydia's area, and I saw that she wasn't there. Then I looked directly in front of me, and I just hear her walking like in the aisle before me.
Oh shit.
And
that were me. I would have been jump scared. I was like, fuck,
I actually
fuck.
was kind of jump scared. I was like, oh shit.
Oh no. Oh.
But like, I vividly remember,
no,
it's been so long. But it says so. I looked over to Lydia's area only for her not to be there. I looked in front of me, and I saw her walking down the aisle on the other side in my direction. And unless my eyes were playing a trick on me, I saw her smirk, like in my way.
Word?
So like, I don't know. It could have been like something. And you know, I have to really down the mood, but
she your soulmate for real?
She might, like, I don't know, like, there's like a chance, because like sometimes it just seems like, you know, we just like find each other so easily, where we just like look up at each other, or like look
in each other's directions like randomly out of nowhere. But then other times it's like, oh no, she hates me. She like, but that's just me being like pessimistic.
I can't wait for your wedding, and I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna be like, I can't. And then if I'm like your best man, I have to give like a speech, and I have to be like, I will forever remember the days when we talked on the Fake Gamers Lounge podcast how his soon-to-be bride was staring at him constantly.
And now he's too much of a bitch to go talk to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't mean to downplay the mood or anything, but Sheen, he exists.
Oh no.
You know, I don't know if your work has, you know, these hair nets, beard nets things.
No.
But mine does.
I mean, we have a dress code to like you have to tie your hair back.
Yeah.
Which no one follows.
So Sheen, you know, he has a beard. Yeah, he has a beard mask. And
beard mask.
It's not beard mask, beard net. And it's this black beard net, and he raised it above his mouth.
Ew.
And
you trying to suck his own beard or something?
Huh?
He's trying to suck his own beard or something?
I guess so. And then I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's always below his nose, but if not, I'm pretty sure he took the upper part and put it beneath his nose. And then he just like did the same joke twice at me and a supervisor, where he just like went up to us and he was like, "It's a me, Mario." And I'm just there like, wow, man, that you Mr. Comedian over here.
Mr. Comedian.
Good one.
Mr. Funny Man.
Mr. Funny Boy over here.
Mr. Funny Boy. Mr. Silly Goose.
Yeah. And then in the later part of the day, another Sheen moment.
How bad was the impression? That's the question. How bad was it?
I don't remember. I think he tried doing the accent. So obviously, if he did the accent, it's Sheen. So like, it's bad anyways. Because he has such a squeaky fucking voice. But yeah, you can be the judge of this situation. Is like a top 5 bad thing that Sheen has done.
Number 1, the Mario impression.
But in the later part of the day, I was doing the palette, and sometimes when I do the palette, I just like face the wall away from people.
Yes.
Sheen included, because I don't like looking at his disgusting fucking red ass face. And I don't know how, but, and when I say but, I mean it literally.
Oh no.
When I was facing him away,
You saw it.
Sheen came up towards me and was like, "Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you have tape on your ass."
He's talking to you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Now, when I say that, like, okay, it could be like this big piece of tape that just so happened to land on my ass.
Or an elaborate prank for him to be like, "I'll get it for you."
No, that didn't happen.
Thank God.
But like, the weird thing about it is, it was like such a small piece of tape. It was clear tape. It was this wide and this thin. So like,
I that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what he was going for. He was trying to be like, he wanted you to be like, "Oh, can you get it?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, sure." And then like try to like grab your ass or. Like,
but
that's
like, that's the thing that makes it even weirder is like, since it's clear tape and it was so small, like, you would have to like stare intently at my ass to be able to see it. So I'm like, how on God's green earth were you able to see that clearly and then be like, have the confidence of just going to up to that person and being like, hey, you have tape on your ass. Like, what the fuck?
You wouldn't even do that with Lydia.
I wouldn't. I would be like, and then I would just be like, no, I can't tell her that.
Were you gonna use your mouth to get it off?
No, that's me like looking at it and being like, oh,
there's a piece of tape. You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, like, cause like, realistically, like, it's just weird if like you go up to someone and you're just like,
there's a lot of shit that he does that's weird.
No, just in general, like not even she included, just like
you have a piece of tape on your ass.
Two random people, it's just like not even tape, like it's just like, hey, you have something on your ass. It's like, okay, but how do you know that? Like, are you staring at my ass? Like, you fucking.
The only way I would like, it would be like if it's like the thing in like that I've never seen happen in real life, but the thing in TV shows when someone uses the bathroom, there's like that long thing of toilet. You know what I'm talking about? When they leave the bathroom, and that joke when there's like the huge thing of toilet. That's the only one that I could see like being like, hey, you have that, because it's like distractingly like absurd. But if it's like something like small like that, then it's weird.
I want to talk about something that happened in middle school. Something like kind of embarrassing. So like,
wait, did that actually happen? Someone had like long toilet paper?
No. Oh. It has to do with me.
Oh, okay.
But like middle school, I really started having problems with like my ass and like diarrhea shit.
Ooh. Gross.
And I would just be like, and sometimes I would like have constant stuff where I'd be like, I need to go to the bathroom. I have to take a shit. That doesn't involve it, so like what I just told you is kind of useless to the story. But like, I just went to the bathroom, and
how we did not get dysentery from those public bathrooms is actually a miracle.
Yeah, but I forgot why I did this, but like I was just like, I put a piece of toilet paper in my pants. I forgot where, like just in my pants, just like maybe because like my underwear was wet somehow. So like I put it in my pants and my boxes, and like this is after lunch, so like it was the longest possible hallway. It was the longest possible hallway, and then like midway through, I just feel like the tissue, like the toilet paper, like start to fall through my pants. So like I just start to walk like I'm a zombie because like I don't want it to fall, and then it gets to the point where like I was wearing pants, thankfully, right? But like it got to the point where like it was at like right here, like on my like lower like shin.
Oh my god.
Like right there, and then like I just was like walking so slow, and also I was always like at one of the end tables. And you know, in middle school, they were like they alternated between like the ends of the tables, like saying like you can leave.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
It kind of makes sense, but that day I was at one of the tables. So I was like, okay, you can leave first. So, you know, like I said, I was going through that situation where like the tissue paper was about to fall out of my pants. Now when I also say like I was one of the first to leave, I was one of the first in like a whole slew of people walking back to the pod, to the classrooms. So that means I had like the entire like 7th grade behind me, just trying to keep this toilet paper in my
falling
pants.
out of your pants.
At this point, the toilet paper is a ball.
Oh.
Just being like all like crumbled up through my pants.
And like and then I'm just thinking about like the texture of it being like wet and shit. Like, oh, that'd be fucking awful.
It might have been damp. I don't remember, but like I remember like getting to the classroom and like actually I don't remember what happened after that. That's all I remember. Just like walking awkwardly. It was like it was such like a stressful moment. Imagine being in that situation, like where it's just like you have something about to fall out of it, and it's just like there's people behind me. I cannot allow this to happen.
Yeah. And we all know middle schoolers were fucking ruthless.
Yeah.
So if a piece of toilet paper fell out of your pants, someone's gonna point it out.
Yeah.
They might not know it was you, but they're gonna point it out.
Yeah.
They're gonna make sure everyone knows about it.
Yeah, it would have been different if I was like in the middle of everyone, because like if it fell out like when I was in the middle of the crowd, it's like who cares?
Yeah,
who cares? Who gives a shit? But like I was like walking alone. I was like in 5th place on the way back to the classrooms. Like it was noticeable if it fell off of me, you know. Anyways, enough about that embarrassing 7th grade or whatever story. It's time to get back to me being socially inept with women. I see her name, but wait, what is this saying? Oh, okay. I said here, like, related to the tape thing, like, so he would have to be staring at me more than Lydia does sometimes to notice it.
You're not.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
He probably stares at you more than she does at you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it's true, yeah. Alright. Okay. So this happened towards the end of the shift later in the day. This is still Monday. This is for my journal. Towards the end of the shift, I went to take out my trash. A few moments later, Lydia came by. We passed by each other. I had a moment of bravery, like where I was about to like prepare to say hi as we were passing each other. I looked away and she was just focused on not. So, okay, I remember now. Like, this is what I imagined that day. Like, my, like, I guess anxiety was like, oh, that's what happened. But this is probably not true. But, like, I was walking by her, and I just was like, I looked at her for like a split second, and she was just like staring in like the opposite direction away from me, and I was just like, dang, she's trying not to look at me because she hates me. So like I was just like, you know, I went back to Lucy, and she was just like, oh yeah, she probably was just like just distracted on something else, or just like looking in the opposite direction or whatever. And yeah, that was that day. June 13th. I keep seeing her name. I keep fucking seeing her name. Oh yeah, so June 13th, I told Lucy about Sheen, like, basically staring at my ass for the tape situation. And Lucy knows that I have, like, a thing for Lydia.
Oh yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah. Because I've actually talked about it with her.
Yeah.
Yes, and then, like, I was just like, yeah, so Sheen was like...
So yeah, anyway, Sheen was looking at my ass.
He told me that, like, I had tape on my ass, and then Lucy was... Yeah,
That was the
actually
que-
was.
oh.
Yeah.
There wasn't like the whole time. He was just gaslighting.
Just like, where is it? Where's the tape? But I was like, yeah. So he was just like staring my ass basically, and like Lucy was like, yeah. So Lydia better hurry up. And I was like, yeah. Goddamn.
She really needs to.
She needs to for sure. Yeah. Goddamn. Being so slow with it. So at the end of the day, this one involves Alyssa. Alyssa was working in the same machine as Lydia was the day prior, and basically like you walk in and it's basically like the first machine on the left. Like it's so hard to explain because I'm so bad at like explaining the layout, especially for like an audio type thing. But basically the path from like the entrance of the floor to my area is like you walk past the machine, and then like the machine that Lydia and Alyssa were at were like they were right there. All they had to do was like turn to the right and they would just see me walk by. But this was like the end of the shift, and it was me taking the trash out. So basically I need a reminder actually. Where is it? There were I took the trash out. There were a lot of garbage bins near the trash area. The second trip, I went to the bathroom as I usually did, and I dropped off the bin outside before going in the bathroom. When I came back out, I saw this guy with my bin, and like again, there was like a lot of trash bins already there, but for some reason I didn't know it yet at the time, but like I saw this guy with this gray bin, and I was just like, okay, that's his. And then I remember now. So like I headed back to my area, and on the way back I headed back like because I noticed the bin wasn't there. My bin wasn't there. I thought. So I headed back, and I stopped when I noticed the bin was not at the area. So I was like, okay, I need to head back. So like I imagine Alyssa was just walking. She originally sees me walk by with a trash bin, and she's like, okay. And then 10 minutes later, I'm just walking past her, just like intensely looking in my area. She just sees that, and she's like, she does not see me with a bin. She's just like, where's the bin? And then she just sees me like walking back past her, like looking pissed, like, and so confused, like, where's the bin? And
it's
then,
like The Sims when like the relationship like goes down. Like that was like one of those moments where you just feel that happen.
like, and then like I go back to the area, and then like I just see my bin, the gray bin I had. For some reason, like the guy I saw with my bin, like I walk out of the bathroom and I just see the guy with my bin. My bin is on the floor. It fell over in a completely different area. So I'm like, how did it get there? And why is he like with it on the ground?
This bitch.
And then I'm just like, I see him like throwing stuff away in like the cupboard section. I'm just like, oh, he is. Something he has just drops on the ground, and I'm just being nice, so I pick it up for him and I hand it to him. He does not say thank you, so I fucking hate him now. And I go back with my bin. So now Alyssa just knows that I'm fucking stupid as fuck. Now I forgot my bin. So, you know, that's great. That's really great.
Shouldn't feel like she probably does not want you anymore for real.
She does not want me anymore for real. Alright, June 14th, Wednesday. Hang on. Okay, no, nothing interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I should say that. Okay. So, this happened in the later part of Wednesday, like the last hour or something. I was going to the bathroom, and like it just so happened that Lydia was also emptying out her trash at that very moment. And like
she emptied out my trash.
Yeah, my trash chick, I guess, or whatever. Sure. So I was just like walking down the hallway, because like you walk down this like hallway towards the trash in the bathroom if you want to go there, and I'm just like, sometimes I'm just hoping like, oh god, okay, I hope that like she's in there, because like it would just feel like such a coincidence, because like it's like, of course, if she's there, and then like lo and behold she's there.
Is this a sign to say something?
I'm I'm walking down the hallway, and then like on the left are the bathrooms, and then as I'm turning left, I'm just like trying to face away from her, but at the same time, in the corner of my eye, I'm just like trying to like gently look over. And I just
Is she that hot?
Huh?
Is she that hot?
I mean, like, beauty subjective.
Okay.
Yeah, know?
That is true. Out of 10?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really want to rate someone I don't know. I'll be honest though. Like I'm relatively always into like shorter women.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know what? I'll say the other thing. I told like Lucy that like, I like shorter women.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, oh yeah, that's adorable. I like tall guy and short girl combinations, because like she herself is short and her husband is taller. And she just told me like the Spanish word.
I personally don't. When it's a tall guy and a short girl, personally I don't. If it's fine, it's like fine, but for me, it's just always. But it depends on like how like the gap is. Because if it's like he's like a basketball player height and she's like 4 feet, I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. But like she just told me like, and okay, I understand that like in different languages like certain phases are like acceptable and are not like taken weirdly at all. But she told me this like word in Spanish that like all the other women in the warehouse like basically call Lydia. I forgot like the word, like it's like she this is not the word. Like she told me the word. It begins with like a C and H or whatever. I think it was like Chica or whatever. Not the FNAF one.
Well, that is like what people refer to women in Spanish.
Yeah, but like basically, I don't know if I'm saying it right or if I'm remembering it, but like basically the word means little girl because like of her height. And Lucy told me this, like it means little girl, and I'm just there like, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Don't say that. And then she's like, well, you don't have to make it weird. And I was like, well, I'm white and American, so it might be different for you guys, but like for me, little girl means like 10 years old. So like, please stop. Don't say that ever again about a woman I'm interested in. Thank you.
Yeah, I would have been like, well, what?
Yeah. But yeah, I like for the bathroom one, I'm just like walking past her, and in the corner of my eye, I just see her like turn around and like just walking in my general direction. I'm just like, I speed walk in the bathroom. Like, no.
I'm just now picturing like some like guy trying to use that and then like calling her that, and then her just being like, "You just call me a fucking giant animatronic chicken."
She just like from FNAF. Like she's like a huge FNAF fanatic.
Oh no.
She's played all the games. She beat like 1987 mode,
2020 mode.
Yeah. She has like
I don't know if that's something. I don't know if that's something where I'd be like proud of, or I would be like genuinely concerned about. If it's like FNAF, if she plays FNAF,
I mean,
because I don't know if she's now like secretly a furry or something. That's the thing.
I mean,
because you gotta admit the last few games of like FNAF were not really horror related. Like in terms of like the old, like it doesn't feel like as horror as like say like the first like 4 games.
Yeah. This is an unpopular opinion, but like glitches aside, I think Security Breach seems kind of okay. I didn't play it.
I saw some the presidents playing it, and it didn't look anything like too like groundbreaking as much as people want to say it is.
Yeah, I mean it looks like an interesting game though.
It didn't feel like horror. I guess it just like I feel like it's just it was like going into its like own thing.
Yeah, I mean.
Remember when there was like jump scares and like it was like actually had a horror atmosphere that you were always in something abandoned and or like at night and you were like
yeah.
But now it has like dumb animatronic technology.
Yeah.
Like the spring lock suits were fine, but now like in Security Breach when you have like you can now like go into Freddy's chest and like that's fucking like like dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, continue.
June 15th, Thursday. This is probably one of the more interesting days, if not the most interesting. So they moved me, my manager, supervisor guy, whatever, he moved me to like a different area for like half an hour. And then moved me back to my original area, but like at first I moved all the way in the back with these people, and he like one of the guys was the guy that who was talking to Lydia. Remember the guy I told you about? Well, like he was like, "Yeah, look out! I fuck other women. And my relationship with my wife is dead."
He is now the enemy. You are the enemy of the people.
But like I had to go with him, and he was just like such an asshole to me. Being like, "I'm gonna show you simple things. I'm gonna show you simple things that you can do, okay?" And then like he was just asking me like, "So what do you usually do?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I usually work at Cutters." And like he's just like, "No, that's not what I'm asking. What do you usually do on days?" And I'm just like, "I work at the Cutters and I work at the pallet." And I'm just like, "No, that's not what I'm asking." He's "Forget it. Whatever." Something like that. I'm just like, "Okay, I answered you exactly what you wanted to."
I would have been like, "She loves me."
Yeah.
She doesn't want you. She wants me.
Yeah.
For real.
Okay. And like, there's there were like 5 guys, including him. There, only one of them was like genuinely excited to see me somewhat. There's this older Asian man who, like, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but like he came out from underneath the machine, and when he saw me he was just like, "Fucking shit, god damn it." because I worked with him in that area before, and it was when I first got to this company, so I.
He secretly wants Lydia too. Everyone's just beefing at you.
Yeah. But eventually I'm just going around the area, and I'm just walking around the machine. I see Alyssa just looking for a second. I'm just okay, yep, hey. And then I go to the other side of the machine on the side where I can see everything. And I'm just standing looking at the cutters, the area I usually am at. I'm just standing over there damn, I wish I was over there. And then after a few seconds I just look to the right slightly, and I just see Lydia staring at me from afar, wearing a purple shirt. Bitch, you know that's my favorite color. I want to fuck the shit out of you now.
Right in front of everyone.
No, but just looking at me out of nowhere, and I'm just okay, I see. Cool.
She somehow found out that purple was your favorite color and decided to wear it that day.
She saw my YouTube channel. It was oh, his channel color is purple, huh? Ghost WC is oh, his channel color is purple, huh? He's gonna love this one. But yeah, I just saw her looking at me, and I just remember telling Lucy yeah, I just saw her looking at me randomly, and Lucy was bruh, she follows you.
I would have been yeah, let's go. She can stalk me all she wants.
But yeah, oh god, this is oh god, alright. Lucy, I hope you never watch this ever. But this is really funny. So, god. Lucy, was just adjusting her pants area, and I was just what's going on? What are you doing? And Lucy was my panties are being annoying right now. And and then when she said that, I was I do not care. I no longer care. I don't care about your panties. And then a few seconds later, I was just the only panties I care about are...
No way! You did not! You did not!
I did.
No, fuck no! You did not say...
I did. I didn't say her name, but I was just
well, just she knows who you're talking.
Yeah. I just silence
oh,
out of nowhere.
no.
The only panties I care about are... Before stopping abruptly, and just Lucy just lost it then and there. Yeah. So I actually did say that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. That's so stupid.
Yeah, so later in the day, I had to go over to the other part of the cutter area, and Marco, remember him?
Yes.
Other creepy guy?
Wanna buy you lunch?
Yeah. It is something even creepier now. He went up to Alan's mother.
Oh no.
And I was like, hey, I need Matt to come over my area. And then, like, she was like, Matt, you need to go over to Cutter 2 now. And then after that, Marco, as she was telling me that, was just, like, staring directly at me. And then he walked, like, over to me. He walked over to me and was like, he was like, hey, Bobby, you need to come over with me. And then I shit you not. This is the bad part. He brought his hand and then he, like, put it right here. And then he, like, rubbed it up and down on, like,
Your
my
ribs?
waist.
Your
like,
ribs?
The waist rib area. Ever so slightly. And I was just like, I was just standing there silently. I was just like, what the actual fuck are you doing to me right now?
You said it was staring at you. The first thing I thought of was the fucking SpongeBob episode where when they're selling chocolate. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, like,
Yeah! Why is Tom Harry staring at him? Focusing!
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's been like that episode's like fucking, I don't know, almost 20 years old, and that's still like the funniest.
Yeah. So I had to go over to his area, and both Alyssa and Lydia were like the machines that like they were both at machines where like I could see them both very easily. Lydia was like directly beside our machine, and if I looked directly at Lydia, all I had to do was look at the left and I would see Alyssa. I both made eye contact with him, like
you went cross.
I made eye contact with him like within the first 10 minutes of me being in the area.
Go cross. Marco's just like, man, what the fuck is your problem?
What are you doing? So yeah, me and Alyssa both made eye contact like quite a bit. I caught her staring at me like twice.
Comments, you know what to do. Team, I don't know what would the combination be.
Melissa. Team Melidia.
Team Melidia or Team Melissa?
Team Midia or
Team Midia.
Yeah.
Sounds like an STD.
Yeah.
Team Midia.
Team Chlamydia. Team Chlamydia. But like I remember I was like putting boxes and boxes because that's what I was doing, and I look up and I just see like Alyssa, just like doing like this, like kind of side-eyeing me, like looking in the general direction, like just like staring intently, and I was just like, so what's up? Hey.
A three-way?
And then for I was just about to say her actual name. For Lydia, like I had a moment where like I was just like looking at her for like a couple of seconds, basically like staring at her because I was just trying to see if she was like looking back at me, because I saw her like head direction was like maybe in the direction of me, but Marco in his stupid ass fucking head was in the way.
He fucking cock blocked you.
I literally in my journal was like
he cock blocked me.
I'm trying to find it. I caught her peering over at me like 2 or 3 times. Me and Lydia looked at each other once or twice. At some point, I thought I saw her looking over at me, but Marco's ugly ass head and face were in the way. Bro literally psych-cucked me. So that's yeah. That's basically what happens with that. June 16th, Friday. We're basically, me and Lydia were again across from each other, and there was like a point early in the morning where like I'm pretty sure we both like looked up and started looking at each other at the same time. And then like I was like, okay, that's cool. Okay, this is in another situation, like a few moments later, where I was just like randomly walking, minding my own business. I was walking in her direction, and then she was just I look up at her, and like she was like on her machine, like she was like on a step of a machine, and she was just like, I look up at her, she was just like looking at me from on top of a machine, just like looking at me with like the most serious face, and I'm like, okay.
Is it something on my face? Like, you making fun of me?
Do you want to make out now, or what's going on? Oh god.
Oh no.
Okay. Before I get to the next Lodia thing, these next two are, I guess, kind of funny. So I was like, my position Friday, this day, was I was putting the boxes through the tape machine. And the tape machine, like, there's these guardrail things, I guess, where, like, you close them in, so, like, when you put the box through, it isn't, like, to the side, or just, like, so the tape is actually, like, on the box good. So, like, not uneven at all. And, like, I didn't notice until, like, last second after I put, like, a ton of boxes through that, like, it kept messing up. So Alan's mother was like, Matt, you need to fix the fucking rails of the machine. And I was like, she didn't say that, but like she was like, you need to fix the rails. And I was just like, early in the morning, I had a headache because like I was starting a new medicine. So like I just had like this major headache, but like I was just like so out of it. And I was just like looking at the machine like blankly, like, what? And then she came over and she fixed it, and she was like, does your head need fixing? Like, what's going on? Like, do you need something in your head to be fixed? And I was like, I don't know. And then like, oh yeah, so she's like, do you need fixing in your head? And I was like, I wrote down, I was trying to hit, so I replied, I'm a man.
I was gonna say, with it like the terms of railing, you would have been like, turn back to look at Lydia and been like, I know what I want to rail.
Funny you say that.
Oh no!
Because later on in the middle of the day,
no way that it actually.
Lucy and I were just talking, and then she was just like, she started to complain that her legs were hurting. And then I was just like, I after like some silence, I was just like, I want Lydia's legs to hurt.
We think alike. We think alike.
Just
I can somehow like predict like the jokes. Even like I literally just called it like a few minutes ago, something along those lines, and it's like, yep, he said something. Yep.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, I was just talking to Alan and his brother, and I was all the way at the pallet, all the way at the end of our area, and as I was talking to him, I was standing on the forklift, so like I was like taller than him, way taller than him, and then like I just look up and I see like Lydia just like staring at me as I was talking to Alan, and I was like, alright, cool.
Yeah, I definitely know how to drive a forklift.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that week. Let's see. This next week I don't think was interesting at all. Yep. Yep, I remember that day. That was quite the day. Alright. So this is Sheen related.
Oh god.
I was with Alan and his brother, and they were talking to Sheen, and as they do for some reason sometimes, they were just like talking to Sheen about his sex life.
Ew.
And Sheen was telling them about the time he ate out his one of his boyfriend's asses for the first time. And
Gross.
And then, like, the first time Sheen told us he ate out his, I think, maybe current boyfriend's ass, he thought there was something on his ass that was like a freckle or a birthmark or something. And then it turns out it was just like a small piece of shit.
Would he look it up too? Like, what the
I don't know, I just overheard the conversation.
I would have been like, I need to use the bathroom to throw up real quick.
Yeah. So Sheen canonically was like, yeah, I accidentally like had shit in my mouth at the very least.
Why?
Yeah, it was cool. At the end of this day, this was June 20th, Tuesday, apparently. This was in like the last 2 hours that this happened. So I got back from break, 30 minutes in from getting back from break, I went to take the trash out, and then on the way to the trash stuff, I crossed paths with Lydia on the way there, who I'm assuming might have gone from the bathroom, and then fast forward like an hour later, there's half an hour left, 30 minutes left of the shift in total. I decide that, you know, I want to go to the bathroom now. I need to go to the bathroom now. And then I go to the bathroom, I walk down the hallway, I see this green bin. I'm just like, man, it'd be crazy if that was Lydia's. And then like 3 seconds later, I just see her hand peer around the corner. I'm just like, okay.
Hand it over. Hand it over.
I'm just like, okay, whatever, sure, it's a hand. It could be anybody's hand. And I just see like Lydia walk from around the corner, just like starting to move her car like around and like start to walk away. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna kill myself now. I'm just like, but no, like I legitimately thought like, there's no way that's like Lydia's at all, and like 3 seconds later, she's just like walking from around the corner. And I thought, like, I remember, like,
No.
imagine she just like walks out from the bathroom right now, like, she did that. She was like, okay.
So it was hers?
Yeah, it was hers. That was her bed.
You dumbass.
I mean, no, because like this was another moment where I looked over because I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna wave at her or say hi, and I look over and like she just was like not looking at me at all. So I was just like, all right, whatever.
Because she intentionally left it there for you to pick it up and hand it to her. You
pick up the entire bin and just I was like,
yes,
hey, I've been waiting for you out here. And then the second she just walks out, I just lose my balance and it just crushes on me. And then that's our first like romantic moment where she just has to pick up her bin from on top of me. And then like the second she picks up, she's just like, are you okay? And I'm like, now that you're here, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah. But yeah, alright, so that was, yeah.
Is that the only thing that happened that week?
No, Friday stuff also happened. June 21st, that's Wednesday. So at some other point I told Alan, like, for Halloween, I'm going to dress up as Spider-Man. And then, like, for some reason actually, no, I think I was like, I'm going to dress up as Miles Morales.
Oh,
and then
no.
Alan was like, you would be the whitest Miles Morales ever.
Yeah, no shit.
And then it got to the point where it just like it got to the point where it became like a running joke through the week where it's just like me, like a joke between me, Alan, and his brother that like I would just in the whitest voice ever walk in the break room first thing in the morning and be like, what's crack-a-lackin', my fella nit? And then just say the N-word. And then, but like before I walk in, it would be like Toby's evil theme.
No, it would be the Spots theme.
Yeah.
The one that
no,
like,
because
eerie,
it would have to be Toby's theme because it's Spider-Man. It can't be like fucking random enemy.
his enemy, the Spot.
Or it could be Spider-Man Lotus theme. But yeah, so June 22nd, I don't think anything maybe happened, on that day. Yeah, whatever, nothing happened on the Thursday. June 23rd, yesterday, as of us recording this video podcast. So early in the morning, I went to label these boxes because like our area on Fridays are usually very crowded because the weekend shift is also there with us, some of them, and then I just all the way I look to the left and I just see in the distance that Lydia is also labeling boxes and she's looking at them, like labeling them in my direction, looking over at me. So I didn't look at her, but I assumed that she might have been looking at me. I just didn't know. That's just a hypothesis, though.
Hypothesis.
And then
That's my educated guess.
Later in the day, we moved to Cutter 2, and at some point, Lydia moved over, and there's like this small open window where I saw this machine, and I just saw Lydia talking to this this older woman, a friend of hers, more specifically, I guess, and I'm looking over there. I see the older woman she's talking to just sees me, right? I think nothing of it. And then I just turn to the right. I'm just like looking in the distance. A few seconds later, I turn back over. Both the woman and Lydia are staring directly at me.
Three-way?
So a theory I have is that
Lydia, now I know what you're saying.
Lydia also talks about me to others.
I would have been like, yeah, wait a minute. You mean in a good way or a bad way? I would have been like hyped and I'm like, wait a fucking minute. Huh? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, which way? Which way? It could be anything, I guess. But yeah. And then the last thing, I'm just chilling at one of the machines. This is at the end of the day, and all the way down on the other side of the floor, through the aisle, the crossing aisle that I am directly looking down through, I see Lydia walking by, looking over in my direction, just walking by. And I'm just like, okay, how is she doing this? I'm like, okay, come on. Are you serious right now? Get real.
Am I that ugly?
I don't know. There's like no in between with this. She either like has like just as much of a crush on me as I do with her, and she thinks like I'm attractive, or she fucking hates me and just stares at me for no reason. I do not know. But like something that Lucy said is when like before her husband and her got together, like her husband was also doing the same thing Lydia was doing towards her, where like he stared at her the same way that Lydia is staring at me. So yeah. Also, two other things. Lucy and this other girl, they were just like, sometimes I do this thing where like, you know, like speaking Spanish a lot to each other. So I go up to them and I'm just like, as they talk in Spanish, I'm just like, yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And like Lucy and Alice were just like talking, and then like 5 minutes in, like of me like going like yeah, oh for sure, yeah, like the first vacant silence, I was just like Cinco de Mayo, yeah. But yeah, there's a chance that I maybe possibly screwed up as well.
Oh no.
Because Alice and I, we both have like this running joke where we flip each other off.
Wait, Alice or
Alice?
That's another one, right?
Yes. As I was walking, this happened yesterday. As I was walking outside in the parking lot, I saw her in her car, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get the last laugh. So what I did was, actually, before I even say it, in the morning, I was just like, I don't know why, but I was like wondering, like, there's so like many gray SUVs. I don't ever know like which one is Lydia's. I for some reason wanted to know.
Okay.
I wanted to be like, wait, which one was hers?
Okay. I mean, no offense, but that's a little weird that you know what her car is.
Well, like I've seen her drive in her car,
okay.
so it's just like I don't want to be like,
you know the exact year and model.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it's not that like I want to know like what her car is. It's just like, I don't want to be like walking and just like do something stupid in front of her car. So like I just
jump in front of her car and she hits you.
yeah. I know
Finally
that's
got
like,
your attention.
I know that's like a weird thing to just like wonder. Like I understand that completely, but like it's just like I'm curious about weird things sometimes. I understand I'm a weird ass fucking person.
I already know where this is going. I'm just gonna guess.
Early in the day, I'm just like I just see her in her car driving by, and like I see the back of it. I'm just like, okay, cool. And then like fast forward to like end of the day.
Oh no, I already know where this is going.
I am. That was important for the story because like
I know where this
it all
is
adds
going.
up.
I know where this
I'm
is
walking
going.
behind Alice's car, and I'm just like, there's a chance that like she's probably looking behind her car in her mirror, like looking at me pass by. So what I do is I take my finger and I start flipping her off.
Oh, I already know where this is going. I already know.
And like as I was walking fast, rewind, I saw Lydia like leaving before me.
Yeah.
Right. I flip her off, and then I look up over her car, and I just see Lydia's car, the back of her car, like start to take a left turn down the street, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Yep, I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it.
Cool.
I mean, you'll find out in a couple days. You
Yeah.
fucked up right now. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I think I was like in the spot where like I was behind a tree, maybe.
That's fucking weirder. Just like peering through you're behind a tree.
No, but like behind one of the cars.
Oh.
It was like it went straight, and then like the patch of grass with the tree on it, and then the parking lot cars, and I was behind the cars, walking by.
Yo.
Yeah. And by the way, like I also wonder like what other cars the other people drive. Like, I'm just like, oh, he drives that car. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just something that like I'm just like curious with, I guess, for no reason. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm a stalker. I know I'm a stalker. But like she's also a stalker, so like it evens out.
Made for each other.
Made for each other. We're both stalking.
That leads into what I like the last thing I probably want to do. You said in the last one, it's like, thank God, like our channel's not big enough to do like for fan fiction. I'm like, let's have AI do it. Let's do it. I'll pull it up right now.
Okay. Of fan fiction between
you and Lydia.
Me and Lydia.
Alright, let me see.
Yeah. Something you can do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna. It, but with the height thing, so do you want to guess Lydia's height?
5'3".
Shorter than that.
Shorter?
Yeah.
That's shorter than me. 4'11".
Wait, you said 5'3" and
Yeah.
you're shorter than 5'3"?
I'm taller. I mean, I said that's shorter than me in comparison to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm 5'6", 6.5".
Lucy
5'7".
predicts that she is shorter than 5 feet.
Damn, she might.
5 feet at most.
Okay. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Write a story about.
So, like, imagine my shock, right?
Yeah.
Back in time when I found out that she already had a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? How does a
Does that work?
How does a woman that size have a fucking kid? At this age, I don't know her age, but like whatever, you know. It's just I don't know. It feels weird talking about like a real life woman like this. Like I thought this past week, like I should not talk about either of them on the podcast anymore because it's like weird.
It's like way too engraved at this point.
Yeah.
Write a story about a guy named Matt who has a YouTube channel called GAREGEARHY.
Yeah.
Who also has a job in a warehouse. And let me try to think. Because I don't want the AI getting confused. But I also want specifics. So, who else has a? You know what? I'm gonna give you like, I'm gonna say you have a very popular YouTube channel.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, that's kind of over.
He also has a job in a warehouse and works with a potentially single mother. And oh no, I have to write a love story. That's what I have to do.
Yeah.
Write a love story with a potentially single mother, and they look at each other a lot.
Make eye contact a lot.
They make eye contact a lot.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Make eye contact a lot and start to fall for one another.
Okay.
Because maybe it'll predict what move you have to make.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll read out what the prompt is. Write a love story about a guy named Matt who has a very popular YouTube channel called GAREGEARHY, who also has a job in a warehouse and works with a potentially single mother, and they make eye contact a lot and start to... What? Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll try. Okay, because you want me to shush, I'll turn down the volume a little bit because it's going to read it out.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's go. Oh, it...
Upon a time, there was a guy named Matt. Matt was a hard-working warehouse employee who was known for his attention to detail and his work ethic. However, there was also a side of Matt that many people didn't know about. He had a very popular YouTube channel called GAREGEARHY. Matt loved creating content for his channel, and he had built up a huge following of people who loved his videos. But despite his success on YouTube, Matt always felt like there was something missing in his life. He longed to find someone to share his success with, someone who would be there for him through thick and thin. One day, while working at the warehouse, Matt noticed a woman who he had never seen before. She was working on the other side of the facility, and whenever their eyes met, he felt a spark of electricity. He wondered if she was single, but he didn't want to make any assumptions. Over the next few weeks, Matt found himself working more and more often on the same side of the warehouse as the woman he had seen. They made eye contact countless times, and although they never spoke, Matt felt like there was a connection between them. Eventually, Matt worked up the courage to strike up a conversation with the woman. He learned that her name was Sarah, and that she was a single mother with a young daughter. Matt was immediately taken by Sarah's beauty and grace, and he felt like he had finally found the missing piece of his life. Over the next few months, Matt and Sarah grew closer and closer. They went on dates, spent time together outside of work, and even appeared in each other's videos on occasion. Matt was thrilled to be with someone who understood his love for creating content, and Sarah was happy to have found someone who was always there for her and her daughter. One day, Matt decided to use his YouTube channel to make a grand gesture of his love for Sarah. He created a video montage of all of their moments together, and set it to music that he knew would make Sarah's heart melt. When Sarah saw the video, she was moved to tears, and she knew without a doubt that she had found the one she wanted to spend the rest of her life with. From that day forward, Matt and Sarah continued to create content for their YouTube channels, but they also had something more important, a love that was stronger than any video they could make. They knew that they were meant to be together, and they promised to always be there for each other, no matter what life threw their way. And so, they lived happily ever after.
Okay, now do one where we fuck.
I don't know if I... No! That's what you have to do now. You have to, like, make a YouTube... Take it to her.
I just record a video for at work without her knowing.
All the memories we've had together.
I put, like, all this dubstep music up, and I just, like, walk past her, like, I put a note down of a YouTube video URL beside her, and just, like, watch it. And I just continue walking by her.
Alright. I don't know if I'm... If I'm not, I probably have to use the other one. How would I describe... Would I just write erotic? Like...
Yeah, I guess so.
Erotic love story between a guy named Matt.
You know.
I'll make sure to add Lydia this time.
Yeah.
So for our joke.
Yeah, even though it isn't her actual name.
Yeah.
Imagine if it's not her actual name, though.
Oh, that would be... That means that sentient.
Yeah, right?
Guy named Matt, who works in a warehouse, and also has a very popular YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Named
17 subs. Don't mean to brag, but
GAREGEARHY. And falls for a Hispanic woman
I guess so. Yeah, Hispanic.
named Lydia.
I actually don't know what the fuck she is. Yeah.
Lydia, who potentially is a single mother.
Yeah.
It's a single mother, and they often make eye contact.
This is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
This is a real life woman. This is not okay.
It's more so it's more so that it's just like now it's just like it's honestly like not that anymore. It's more so just this is just like FGC lore now. That it's just like just Lydia's like an entire separate entity, honestly. Because it's not her actual name or anything.
Yeah.
This is gonna be another good wedding story.
Yeah.
Like, we had AI write fanfiction.
One where they did YouTube videos together, one where they fucked.
Let's see if it'll allow it.
Yeah.
Alright. Come on.
I'm sorry, but
Yep.
I cannot
Yeah, just
share
copy and
this
paste the prompt and go to whatever one you have.
Oh, I can copy the one it sent me and I can just send it to you. Alright, let me start.
Well, I don't know what I don't know what AI stuff you have. For,
I have quite a few. No, but I can just copy and paste and just like message you like just on like my clipboard.
Okay, well no, that's useless. Just
I know.
Go to the one where you know it will fucking be like porn.
Oh, okay.
Erotic fanfic.
Erotic fanfiction.
Between YouTuber and mother, I guess. I don't know.
Alright, let's see. Oh, because it's with something.
This is not okay. This could be better.
I mean, this is what AI's for.
Yeah, creepy ass fanfiction.
Yep.
Between a socially lonely man and a successful mother who has her life put together. Yeah.
Oh, you can use AI now to make YouTube video descriptions.
I guess so.
No, because the one I know can like, but this one like there's Okay, if you think like this is weird, one of the suggestions is you can write a love letter to your crush. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Imagine.
I use
AI.
Chat CGP.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And she's like, "How are you so creative with words?" And you're just like,
I'm just a wordsmith, baby.
Just a wordsmith.
That's what I do. I'm good with words. Do not question my craft. Do not question my HP Lovecraft. I see a bunch of green on your phone right now.
You do?
Yeah, green.
Yeah, because there's like this new format now, and it's fucking weird. So I'm just gonna, because it's like a bunch of like you have to. I mean, I do kind of like this, but like this is just like a pain in the ass. Just let me just there.
Alright.
Nope, they can't. Nope, fuck.
It can't
No.
say it.
Okay, then let's just get rid of that, and then let's see what this one has to say about just a normal love story.
Okay. Damn. There has to be fucking anything out there that just fucking shit.
I might have to read this one. I don't know if it's gonna read it. Or not.
It looks like there's a fucking sound thing.
No, I have my volume on.
Well, you didn't play it yet.
No.
Let's go back up.
Yeah, there's no.
To the...
Yeah, I know. I think that the microphone's just like for you to like speak what you want.
Oh.
But
You want me
I'll read it.
to read it? Because you're going to be laughing and giggling a lot while you fucking read all of it.
No, I'll be okay.
Okay. If you laugh once, I'm going to take all of it.
Okay. Matt.
Pee pee poo poo.
Matt was a hardworking guy, spending his days at the warehouse and nights filming and editing videos for his popular YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It wasn't until one day when he was out getting lunch that he saw her.
Yeah.
Lydia, a beautiful Hispanic woman with a smile that lit up the room.
Yeah.
They often made eye contact as they ordered their food, and in that moment, Matt knew he had to talk to her.
Yeah.
Despite his nerves, Matt mustered up the courage to strike up a conversation. They talked about their favorite foods, their hobbies, and their families. As it turned out, Lydia was a single mother, and Matt couldn't help but feel a connection with her, as he remembered his own childhood growing up without a single
Without a single mom?
Yeah. This was off to a great start already.
Okay.
From that, I'm sorry I laughed. I just did not expect that.
Without a single mom.
Yeah. From that day on, Matt made it a point to stop by the restaurant whenever he could, hoping to catch a glimpse of Lydia. And sure enough, they continued to chat and get to know each other. As their friendship grew, Matt found himself thinking about Lydia more and more. He loved the way she laughed, the way she cared for her daughter, and the way she always knew just what to say to lift his spirits. Why are every single one of these, it has to be a daughter, like...
Yeah.
Lift his spirits. This one's also very shorter, too. So, one day, as they were talking, Matt realized he had fallen for Lydia.
Wow.
He couldn't imagine his life without her, and he knew he had to tell her how he felt.
Wow.
So he took a deep breath, and with all the courage he could muster, he told her how he felt. Lydia was surprised, but flattered by Matt's confession. She admitted to feeling the same way, but was hesitant to start a relationship because of her daughter. Matt, however, was undeterred and promised to be there for both Lydia and her daughter every step of the way.
Wow.
And so began their love story.
Cool.
Matt started to take more interest in Lydia's culture, and he even started learning Spanish.
Wow.
He filmed videos about their relationship and how they bonded over food, family, and their love for each
I'm
other.
the skinniest fucker alive. I will not...
To this day, Matt and Lydia are still together, and their love has only grown stronger.
Really? I didn't know that.
They often share their story with their followers on YouTube and inspire others to embrace love in all its forms.
Wow.
Okay, that one was kind of wholesome, right?
Yeah.
But also just, I didn't grow up without a single mom. I'm so upset that I know I had a dad in my life.
That's such a, like... such an extra way of saying, yeah, I had a single dad.
Yeah, I had a father.
I had a father in my life.
That was good. That was good. All right, I think that's it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Started off. Yeah, that was
really great.
now you know what to do.
Yeah, I had to strike up a conversation. I'm gonna go. You know, I told Lucy, like, I'm gonna go up to Lydia. I'm gonna be like, so, you come here often?
You come here often?
Yeah, at work. I'm just gonna be like, hey, how you doing? You glove or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to do this.
You want to?
You want to viciously make out in front of the floor, in front of everyone.
Can you do it in front of that guy that was talking to you before?
Yeah. So I've been
Alpha move. Yeah, gotta make an alpha move.
Yeah. Gotta show him that I'm not fucking around. The only one I'm fucking around with
Yeah.
is